maybe make it a little bit wider, something like this, and maybe add something like a stool or something over here, something like that maybe, I don't know. It's going to be hard to fix this right. That's already more interesting than that. Well, I made a tangent there, but don't do that. Something like that might do it. We don't want to do something like that maybe. But it could simply be that if you were to end the table here, that you then you could perhaps drop a leg down from here. That would make it a little bit more interesting. So you just see that little section there, right? Depending on the size of it. But I would give a little structure to this table here. Okay, does that make sense? Do you know why I'm saying that? Because right now there's no structure to it, and therefore it optically kind of folds again towards the picture plane. I'm a big fan of that. So, and also if you add this and this, it'll clarify it from the floor a little bit. Yeah, how that clarifies it from the floor a little bit. That's the edge. Straight up here. And something like that. Something that will help clarify it. Although the positioning of it relative to the tiles is really good. Look at the tiles here, everyone. Look at that. Beautiful. Corner to corner. Moist. And they get smaller as they get farther away. Very, very nicely done. How did you construct that? Did you use the X technique or did you just eyeball it? Bigger, bigger, bigger?
I didn't use the X technique.
You just made it bigger as they got closer?
Yeah.
See, it works. But the tricky bit is you want to make sure that the corners all align. That's the one. That's the one bit that you want. But very nicely done. Okay, so now this is converging. Now, if the horizon line is somewhere around here, maybe? Is that where you put the horizon line? Is that about where the eye level is here?
Yeah.
About there, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is an elevated horizon line, right? Because is this like an adult or is it a child?
No.
What's that?
Sorry?
Is it an adult or a child?
Adult.
It is an adult. Okay. So if they were the same height as me, their eye level would be here, right? Or the observer. That's where the. So we know that this is an elevated horizon line, eye level, correct?
Yeah.
The observer is above her. She's down below the eye level, right? Like you're all below my eye level right now, right? My eye level is up here, your eye level is down here. And that's very significant because again, if a person was standing here in front of these desks, they would be this tall, right? If this was the eye level that we were talking about. But since this is an elevated eye level, the people are actually well below the eye level, so they would be about, maybe, I'm just guesstimating, about this tall. See that?
Yeah.
Because we're above the horizon line. This is about how tall it is. So we have to ask ourselves, does this scale of this make sense for how far away it is from us? And in terms of the height relative to a person? The height I can kind of see as being a tall cabinet in a science laboratory, right? I can see a cabinet being about this tall. That's not completely, but then the rest of it is the scale of it, considering how far away it is. It feels that there's a scale issue, in that it's small relative to its height, relative to its distance away. It's not that far away, is what I'm trying to say, right? So what's the easy way to fix the scale of this cabinet? Assuming that it's an elevated sort of cabinet, about this height. So how about I make it feel like the scale is perhaps maybe a little more commensurate with its distance? Any ideas? Well, for one thing, it's these doors here that are a little bit strange to me. For one thing, the closer they get, the narrower they get. Like this one here is wider than this one here, isn't it? And is that possible? Is it possible, they have to get smaller, right? It's just a grid again. We're back with our friend the grid. So theoretically, you know, they should get narrower and narrower and narrower as they get farther back. I don't think that's gonna happen. So I would simplify that, make these cabinets a little bit wider. So if the cabinet is this wide here, and then I would just pass right through the middle to this one right here. Right there. Next one is here. And now it's starting to change the scale. It starts to change the scale of things. You see that, everyone? Smaller and smaller and smaller. Just going through, just using the X technique. Smaller and smaller and smaller as it gets farther and farther away. So making the cabinets just a little bit bigger makes it feel like it's closer, right? Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because right now it feels both at the same time, positioned correctly in the room and yet too far away. And definitely the cabinets want to get smaller as they get farther away. This is really nicely done, very, very nice. Now, there's a little trick to these pipes, right? They are exactly like this marker, right? And you can literally see, if you take a close look at this marker here,